We thought it was driverless cars.
It's not a driverless car. So Android Auto is to give you mapping and media and communications integrated with your phone. The idea is get in the car, plug in your phone, and rather than holding your phone while you're trying to drive and navigate, you put the phone down, and the interface is now through the center console. So this is an Android-powered interface. It's using the applications on the phone to drive the display. What you're seeing is the home screen. On the home screen, we give suggestions about what you may want to do. You may want to listen to this podcast. I can hit play and it'll start playing. See the weather in Piedmont, and there's some destination suggestions. I'm signed in on the phone, so it can suggest that I might want to go to the Incinerator Cafe. Maybe I navigated there yesterday, so I think that's a likely guess. You've got the media applications. This is Pocket Casts. Have you guys heard of Pocket Casts?
Yeah, I use it every day.
Yeah, it's a great app. I use it every day as well. They're actually Adelaide based. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that, but go as you go, I suppose.
And they're integrated with Android Auto, so you can listen to their podcasts. You don't need to download a different app onto your phone. You can just use the regular Pocket Cast app and this will automatically work. You've also got Google Play Music, and there's lots of other media apps like Spotify that are supported as well.
But it's basically it's partnered with your phone, right?
Yeah, so it's driven by the phone. So you don't see Spotify here because I don't have Spotify installed, but if I did, it would appear. The interface between the different media apps is really familiar. Like the play button and the forward and back, they're all in the same position. That's very much on purpose. We don't want you to have to hunt for the buttons as you're driving.
Can you use these buttons too, the physical ones, if you want to?
Yes, you can. So let me play this podcast, and then
I think it might have been just going to turn the volume up a bit.
Maybe it's just in play music. There we go.
But you could obviously hit the on-screen buttons as well.
Yeah. Now I'll just start driving because I'm running a little bit behind, but I'll talk through it as we're. Yep. So you've got communications, which shows you can start phone calls, and we also do messaging support, but it's all via voice. We don't show text on the screen, and we also don't. You can read out messages to you, and you can dictate messages to it, but we don't use the display for messaging.
And all of those voice commands work while the vehicle is in motion, right?
Yes, and I'll show you some of them soon. Now my favorite is Maps. This is what we work on a lot here in Sydney. This is the same Google Maps that you're familiar with on the phone, with all the same features like real-time traffic and great place search, but the UI is customized for driving. Navigate to Waterfront Park.
How do you decide which cars have this installed?
So a lot of new cars, this voice command's not going to work out.
Yeah, because you spoke just as...
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's totally okay. Questions are good. I'm really interested to see what it interprets as the voice command. So VW, Skoda, and Mitsubishi have cars that support Android Auto today. You can go buy them today, and there's a lot of other cars in the pipeline. Thanks. This particular one...
Navigate to Waterfront Park.
Navigating to Waterfront Park.
There we go. So you've got yellow for...
500 meters, turn left onto Harrison.
But anybody could buy one of these Pioneer devices and upgrade their car to...
Right,
Auto.
So the Pioneer is an aftermarket unit. You can, if you've got a doubled-in slot in your car, then you can retrofit any car to support Android Auto.
Because it doesn't connect to any other part of the car systems.
No, we use the audio.
The audio.
So you have to integrate the audio to take advantage of the cabin audio, and where available, we use GPS from the car to give you more accurate position information and to save battery on the phone.
And is it compatible with the controls on your steering wheel there?
Yes, in most cars it is. In this
Turn
particular
left
one,
onto
it is
Harris
not.
Street, then turn right onto Bowman Street.
But if the Pioneer head unit is compatible with the steering column on your car, then it does work. And any factory installation like VW, Skoda, and Mitsubishi,
Turn
the
right onto
controls on the wheel
Bourbon
work.
Street.
And then might it be just a case of a firmware update for the Pioneer or perhaps the car
In
to make it
200
compatible?
meters,
That's
you
an
will arrive at your
electrical issue between the Pioneer and the car.
Right.
What happens when you go into a tunnel? Like, how does the GPS, like,
Yep.
is it using only the phones?
That's a really good question. We work on that here in Sydney. We use the wheel speed from the car as well.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay.
So with the Pioneer, that's an optional integration. Like if you can get the right wires in the car connected, then you get the wheel speed.
I remember that 10 years ago, the Pioneer had that feature where they could keep on tracking you in a tunnel even though you'd lost all connectivity, and I thought that was quite impressive.
So in other words, it's not just the car's audio system it integrates in, it will integrate.
It's a full integration. Yeah, we're trying to take advantage of all the hardware in the car. Like it's the best of the phone, which has a fantastic application stack, and the best of the car, which has great hardware.
And of course, if you buy a car with a built-in, well, then it's all automatically.
And it all just works.
Yeah.
So because it's all on the phone, you get all the same voice commands that work on the phone. Send a message to Chris Smith.
What's the message?
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Here's your text to Chris Smith. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Do you want to send it?
Yes.
Sending message.
So not compatible with kids screaming in the car then. It's like, quiet, I'm trying to talk to Google.
Navigate to work.
Navigating to work.
Yeah, I should be surprised in the really in the factory installations, they have array microphones that are directed at the driver's face, and they can deal with quite a lot of background noise. This Pioneer installation, we're just using this microphone here.
It's like Google, learn the voices of my kids and ignore it.
So the integration then for as an aftermarket product, then that would be limited depending on the type of vehicle,
turn
right?
left onto
Like
Harris
not all
Street.
of them. I assume you can integrate the wheel speed with the unit.
Yeah,
Turn left onto
it depends on
Harris
on
Street.
compatibility between the particular aftermarket unit you're buying and your car.
But that's only really for trying to figure out how fast you're going in a tunnel. I mean, all the other functions that would work on your phone normally are going to work even if it's a Model T Ford or something.
So as long as you've got a doubled-in slot, you can install the screen and you can get most of the functionality.
So a doubled-in slot.
That's this shape
That
here is
shape.
called doubled-in.
You know how most cars radios just the half height?
Mm.
Well, that's the double height.
Oh right, okay.
And modern cars have that. My old car, no way. But I do remember there were those Pioneers that had the screen sliding out from the top, and then it would pop out.
In 200 meters, turn right onto John Street.
So who else besides Pioneer makes a Android autoplay? I'm sure I can look it up online, but you probably ask Google now, actually. They'll probably tell us.
Yeah, Pioneer have shipped. I know there's a lot of others in the
Turn right onto
pipeline,
John Street, then
but
turn
you'll have to
right
check
onto Wood
online to
Street.
see exactly what's been announced.
Sure.
So besides navigation, can you do the whole where's the nearest cafe kind of thing? Like all
Tap.
Where's the nearest cafe?
Here are the listings for cafe.
There you go.
Turn left onto Jones Bay Road.
Yeah, pretty much all the voice commands that work on your phone work in here.
Okay, but now it obviously doesn't have a browser in it, right? So how much can you do on this compared to the phone then? So you can navigate.
In 50
can ask for
meters at the
cafes and-
roundabout, continue straight onto
Yeah,
Darling Island
so
Road.
media applications, including third party, messaging applications. I've just shown you text messages, but you can integrate with third party media applications as well through voice.
Okay. So you could say send a WhatsApp message to whoever, and
Correct. Yes, the third parties can integrate their.
How does that work with like 4G or you don't need to install a SIM, do you? And do you need data allocations for your car now as well?
No, it's using connectivity from the phone.
Right.
So as long as your phone has a SIM, then you're all
Oh,
good.
so if you leave your phone at home, this becomes unusable.
Correct. It uses your phone. So without the
In
phone, it's
150 meters, turn left onto
But who leaves without their phone these days? You'd go back.
Yeah, seriously. The amount of times I've left my phone at home or at work or something.
X out of that in the top left. Thanks.
What's 73 times 69?
73 by 69 is 5,037.
Nice.
Read me the news.
Will it also, does it show street view and things like that as well, or is it just basic 2D navigation?
Yeah, we don't show street view at the moment. We focus on the most important use cases for driving.
Yeah. So is it just 2D?
It's actually a tilted view, so
Yeah. Oh, okay, right, yeah.
so you do get the perspective view to sort of
Yeah,
see
but you
what's
can't
ahead.
overlay the layers, for example, like satellite view and terrain view and all that kind of thing. You can't do that yet, right?
No, not at the moment.
So how do you get back into it once you've exited, like I just did?
Yeah, home on
Yeah.
here.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Android Auto.
oh, that's right.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you.